Gentle yoga for every body. So, I want to offer this morning. This class is happening on a Monday morning in late summer, and I want to offer this practice with an intention to squeeze the juice out of every moment of this practice. To squeeze the juice out of every moment of this practice. So I went for a walk yesterday and I just was almost in tears the whole time everywhere you go. I mean, is there anything more beautiful than how many sunflowers are out right now? Just they're wide open. They're just like looking at the sun. They're getting suntans. They're so happy right now. I mean, the fruit on the vine is so heavy and robust. Like I just want to bite this right now and let it drip down my chin. You know, the vines can't even hold these big, gorgeous, heavy tomatoes and squashes. And this, my husband's salsa. Oh my goodness. If you haven't tasted Michael's salsa, please let me know. We can make you so much. We grew so many tomatoes this year. So I just wanted to offer that as a visual and an image for this time of year. You know, let's not wish it away and worry that it's turning into fall. It's so beautiful and we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it if we're not here. So folks, go ahead and take to your mat. Find a seat. And for this practice, you'll need 1 or 2 blocks and a strap. I'm going to focus a lot on hamstrings today. So I'm going to bring my hips up onto a block, which relieves a little pressure on the hip flexors and the lower back. Once you find a comfortable seat, for today, let's turn our palms up, this gesture of being open and receptive. When you're ready, close your eyes or look down and start to be aware of your breath. Take slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose and feel the breath moving into your body. Sweet, slow summer breath. You know, this beautiful time of year is happening in so many parts of the world, and we find ourselves scrolling on our devices instead of being out in this beauty. And in our scrolling right now is so much bad news. Breathe a little deeper. Feel into this moment and this breath. This past week, I was involved in a beautiful story of women who are incarcerated doing great things with their lives. And the story that the media told about it was tainted with the need to mention their crimes. And it just reminds me that our scrolling is not designed to make us happy. It's not designed to make us joyful. It's designed to make us stress and worry. So take this hour, take this time away from the scrolling and into the juiciness of this moment. Inhale your palms wide and exhale, squeeze your hands into a soft little ball. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, squeeze. Hear that sound of breath one more time, Ujjayi breath. That whisper that just holds your attention. And then let's take our hips off of the block or whatever prop is on. Have a strap nearby. We're going to start by extending our right leg and bending the left knee. Take the strap around the bottom of that right foot. And we're not going to go too deep here. We haven't really done a lot of warm up yet. But start to breathe and notice your hamstring, the hamstring on that right leg. The hamstring is 3 long muscles that run from the knee up into the sitting bones underneath your glutes. So take a moment to just bring your awareness there to the back of the leg. And then just gently pull your toes back, engaging the muscles in your shin. Lift, if you can, your heel off the floor just a tiny bit, bringing the sensation up behind the knee. Engage your quadriceps and feel that hip flexor contracting. When the hip flexor and quads are contracting, the hamstring is releasing. So just breathe there and notice that. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, curl your chin to your chest, pull your navel to your spine, and hold the breath out. That Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, find a tall spine. Exhale, curl your chin, pull the belly in. Blow the breath all the way out. Uddiyana Bandha. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Blow out. And release. Take the strap around your left foot and release it from the right. Let your right knee bend. So again, just bringing attention, awareness to the back of the leg. Gently pull your toes back. Start by feeling the shins and the tibialis. If it feels good to you, pull the heel just slightly off the floor, moving the stretch into the back of the knee. Really tall spine, feeling a gentle hamstring stretch. And then we'll add that Uddiyana Bandha. So inhale tall. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your belly, pull navel to spine, push all the breath out. Inhale again. Exhale, tuck your chin, pull your belly in. And one more time. Release that leg, release the strap. Go ahead and take both legs out in front of you and give them a little bit of a shake. Take your left knee and bring it into your chest. And we're going to bring it as close as we can. So if you can, just hold with your hands. You might even hold with your arms and squeeze. So we're intentionally squeezing the hip flexors in an effort to communicate to the glutes and the hamstrings to relax. We're also going to be calling on our core today for this hamstring practice. So sit tall, and on your inhale, just lift your right leg and lower it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then lower that knee out to the side one more time. Wrap your arms around your chest. Take your right arm on top of your left and bring your fingers into your shoulders. Sit as tall as you can here. Engage your core. Take a deep breath in. And moving forward just slightly, lean over your right leg. It won't be a full forward fold, just enough to start to encourage the muscles of your back. And we're purposely not holding onto the foot so that we resist pulling ourselves forward. Breathe here. And return yourself back to upright. Release your arms. Left leg straightens, hug your right knee in towards your body. You can use your hands, your arms. Sit tall. And just let that little squeeze of the hip flexor be a reminder to release through the back of the body. Flex your left foot. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, set it down 3 times. And lower the knee out to the side. Find your tall seat, left arm crosses over the right. Give yourself a hug. Use your fingers to massage the backs of your shoulders. Sit even taller, and on the exhale, just hinge forward a little bit from the hips. It's not a deep forward fold. We're just starting to wake up those hamstrings. Deeper breath. More intentional breath. And release your arms. All right, we're going to be a little unconventional here. We're going to lie down on our back. So some preliminary hamstring work before we get to any of our standing postures. You'll need one block and a strap. Bend your knees, go ahead and lower yourself down. Hug the right knee in and lower the left leg down. Just take a moment here. You can move, kind of feel some gentle movement on the floor, but notice now that left hip flexor is lengthened. The leg is relaxed. I'm going to flex the foot that's on the floor, and on the inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Calling on the hip flexors in an effort to relax the hamstrings. 1 more time. We're squeezing in the right hip flexor, so we're going to take the strap around our right foot and extend that leg up. Try to go to a soft edge, not a hard edge. The knee stays slightly bent. If you want, you can bend and straighten, or you can just hold a gentle stretch. If you take the leg slightly to the right, you'll feel your inner hamstring stretch a little bit more. And if you take the leg slightly across your body, you'll feel the outer hamstring. So just moving that leg in a few inch arc side to side, you're getting all 3 hamstrings. They're just waking up these amazing hamstring muscles. And coming back to center, put a bend in your knee. Set the strap aside and place both feet on the mat. We're going to do a little bridge in between sides. So grab your block. I'm going to use it the sideways way. If you don't have a block at home, grab a firm pillow or a rolled up towel, something that you can kind of squeeze between your knees. Bring your hands to your low belly and press your lower back down till you feel your tailbone tilt up, and you'll feel those hip flexor muscles popping up into your fingers. Exhale, arch the other way. Pull your lower back off the floor. Squeeze the block. Do that again. Inhale, tuck the tailbone. Press the low back down. You might have to dig your fingers in there a little bit, but you should feel those hip flexors working to move the pelvis. And then the next time that tailbone lifts, let your hips follow. Come up into bridge. You can let your arms rest on the floor or interlace beneath you. Squeeze the block while the hip flexors open. Deep breaths in and out. One more breath, everybody. Exhale to release. Set the block aside. Hug the left knee in, give a nice little squeeze at the hip and lower the right leg. Both feet are flexed, squeeze tight through the left hip crease. On the inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, friends. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And here we go with the strap. Loop around your left foot. And let's take these left hamstrings for a spin. You want enough tension on the band that your leg is held, but not so much that you're really gripping and reaching with your upper body. So find that balance. Again, bend and straighten, or just find a soft edge. And then explore side to side, inner hamstring, middle, and outer. They are strong muscles that bend the knee and also extend the hip. They allow us to do all of the forward motion that we do, walking, running, riding. And most of the time we sit on them, so they're a little grumpy and tight. Take one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, release your foot, set the strap aside, and let's come to bridge one more time. Middle side on the block, squeezing into midline. Tilts, bring your fingers below those hip bones and play with that pelvic tilt forward and back. So we've been really gentle, easing into these hamstrings. They should be a little more friendly for us now as we move towards some bigger postures. Continue with your Ujjayi breath as you press into your feet, lift your hips, and take a bridge pose, arms down or under you, your choice. Let's exaggerate a few delicious breaths, summer breaths. Squeezing the juice out of every moment here. Release, remove your block. Drop both knees into the chest now and give yourself a squeeze. Move side to side, move bigger than normal, kind of like you're stirring two pots. Just mix up around the hips. With your knees together, roll over to one side and transition yourself around to a tabletop position. I realized that was quite a journey there. Hands under the shoulders, press the hands into the earth and open your shoulder blades. We're going to take our right leg back behind us, tuck the toes under and press that heel back, finding a calf stretch. And it's going to come down up across the knee. Shifting onto the hands, lift that leg up, squeeze the glutes, engage the hamstrings, bend the knee, and just push like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling. Hold right here, or if you'd like a little core work, bring your left arm forward. Just feel all of that strength back there in the back of the body. Release the hand, extend the leg. Bring your leg across your bodies, touching the toe to the floor on the outside of your foot. Stay up high on your hands and notice a gentle stretch here around the outer hip. Saying hello to the IT band and the folks that work on the outer edges there. Come back to neutral. Take a cat and cow. And then from neutral, let's extend the left leg back, tuck the toes, press into the heel, feeling that stretch of the calf, the soleus, the Achilles tendon. And this will come up across the knee, which is the insertion point of the hamstring. They originate at the sitting bones and they come down and cross the knee and attach down below. Shift your weight into your hands, lift the left leg, Bend your left knee like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling, and then lift as high as you comfortably can. Stay here or reach the right arm forward. In this moment, while you're calling on the muscles in your body to be strong, feel happiness. Just feel a sense of delight in working muscles. Release your hand, extend the leg, and we'll take that leg across. Okay, maybe this is a better place to ask you to find happiness. But if we can find happiness in the effort and the ease, we end up being happy people. Push the earth away. Just feel that gentle high T-band stretch. And return to tabletop. Let's take another cat and cow. Bring the block in front of you, and it can be on any of its sides. It will be a pillow now. Take your knees wide and shift your hips back. Place your head on one level of the block and rest in child's pose. Relax your hands, circle out your wrists. So now we're pinching hip flexors and also knees. One end of the hamstring is stretching around the hips, the other is contracted behind the knees. So just be aware of what's happening on the back of your body. And we're going to slowly unfold those muscles into their beautiful length. So setting the block aside, stretch your arms out long in front of you. Lift just enough to tuck the toes and bring the knees back in line. Press into your hands and let your knees hover just above the earth. Effort, core strength. Hug your navel to your spine, chin to your chest. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, move in the slowest of slow motion into downward facing dog. Way up on the toes, knees really bent. When the hips reach their highest height, start to reach the heels closer to earth. Knees stay soft. Adjust your hands so they feel stable and wide. And then let's bicycle the heels. One, and then the other receiving a stretch. What are you aware of as you take these movements on either side? Does the back of the body feel willing, eager, or hesitant? Listen to your body. Let's keep the right heel up and press the left heel down. And with that left heel pressing down, just roll to the inner and outer ankle. Just feel a little bit of difference there. And switch, come up onto your left toes, press the right heel down, and just roll through your foot, side to side. Just a little inquiry. And with soft knees, both heels lift, look forward. Let's take a slow walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to use our block. You can use one or two blocks to put your hands on. And then just let the floor be a little closer to you as you fold forward. Knees stay bent, belly stays on your thighs. So blocks aren't always here to make life easier. They're just here to bring the pose to the body. And every body is different. So if we all start with blocks, you can always choose to let them go. But it's just a nice place to begin. You can stay here with that support or come into ragdoll, fingers to elbows. Gently escort your torso downward over your legs. Still that deep ujjayi breath that holds your attention. Feel your toes on the mat. Feel your heels. Feel your breath. Fingertips come to the block or blocks. Lift and lengthen into a flat back. Exhale, let yourself fold a little deeper. Head relaxes. Let's do that 2 more times. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. Lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower. Put a bend in your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs and rise up slowly into mountain pose, pausing here to turn your palms forward. Turn the toes out, so step just a little bit wider, giving you a nice little open position for goddess. We're going to bring the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, sun pose, bend the knees, hold the arms wide like you're holding the sun in your arms. And you might heel toe a little wider there. Let's move with breath. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Hear the sound of your breath. Ujjayi breath is an H sound. Feeling the muscles in your back, your shoulders. We'll do this 2 more times. And then come down into this sun pose and literally feel this big golden ball in your arms. Arms are slightly forward as you got to wrap your arms around it. Sit a little lower. There should be heat building in your body now. Squeeze the juice out of every moment. Maybe lift your heels. Breathe. Such a glorious moment to be alive in. This one right here. Don't miss it. Don't scroll by this. Be here. And then dropping the heels. Sunflowers. We have to do sunflowers. Inhale way up to a 5-pointed star. Grow as wide as you can. And then drop it down. And let's use breath like that. Go a little faster. 2 more times. Inhale to that 5-pointed star, just like a sunflower, turning its face to the sun, absorbing all of the light. And exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest. Turn all 10 toes to the side of your mat, and we'll hinge forward. Bring a block with you along the way. So once again, let's let this block or blocks bring the floor a little closer to us so we're lengthened out through the spine. Feel your hamstrings. This will be the deepest hamstring stretch so far, and we did a lot to get them ready. Breathe a little deeper and exhale, fold. And we're just going to test the water. So let's do that a few times. Inhale to a flat back and exhale, fold. Our muscles respond better when we move in gently than when we force. So we're just going to keep doing this wave-like motion. And it's just like we're asking permission. It's like when you see a dog on the street and you're not quite sure, you put your hand upside down and you just ease your way in. You should be noticing that there is permission there. Your hamstrings are saying, okay, maybe. Let's just do that wave-like motion 2 more times. And this last time we'll hold. You can soften your knees if you're feeling tension there. You can hang out right here with your hands or bring your hands to your ankles and gently bend your elbows to pull. Find your breath. You're also in an inversion here with the head below the heart, so you're getting lots of good juice to the brain. Coming back to our flat back. So here, hold your core strong. Move one block toward the left foot and the other toward your right foot so they're nice and wide. And they'll be there for you regardless now of which end of the mat we go to. So we're going to turn to the front edge of our mat, coming down into a kneeling lunge. Drop the left knee and find your hip flexor. We've given that a lot of attention, so it should be awake and ready here. Shifting back, come to a hamstring stretch, toes pull back. Let's rock forward and back a few times there. As we come forward, let's bring a block under our left hand, pressing up to a tall spine. You can use your leg to help you twist to the right. Keep your hand there or reach toward the ceiling. Or you might even like to bring that arm behind you, wrap the arm behind your back and open your shoulder. Exaggerate a deeper breath in your twist. As we return back to center, move the block, tuck the back toes, and walk your hands to the left. Come to the long edge of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe the blocks come back in, maybe they stay out. Let's walk our hands forward, either on the blocks or on the floor, and come into what feels like a very wide downward facing dog. Breathe here, friends. Feel this. Squeeze the juice. And slowly moving toward the back edge of our mat. There's a block there ready for you, and we'll drop our back knee. Start to shift between hip flexor and hamstring. Just avoiding sharp pain, avoiding the places where it's extremely uncomfortable. Remember, we're going for juicy and delicious and happy today. Avoiding those hard edges. And as we come forward into our kneeling lunge, let's bring a block under our right hand. Left hand to the knee, open in a twist. And then choose a place for that left arm. Where does it feel best to you? Let's unwind. Tucking the back toes, come to low lunge. And then back once again to the center. Coming into this wide forward fold. And you might notice that you can get a little closer to the floor each time we come here. Your body is trusting you. Your body is giving you permission to release. Let's bring our hands right underneath us, and you can use 1 or 2 blocks. Hands pretty close together. Let's put our weight in our left hand and twist, opening toward the right side. Say hello to your adductors, your inner thighs. Switch, lower out of that flat back and come back again. Nice flat back. Open into the twist. And lower. Bring yourself down. Press back up and go ahead and heel toe yourself to the front of your mat. You can leave those blocks right where they are. Let's bring our back foot forward to meet our front foot. We're in a forward fold. And as you bend and straighten your knees here, I hope you're feeling like there's a little more space back there. Just enjoy that freedom. The bend in the knee is lift to a flat back and then sweep all the way up to extended mountain. And bring your hands to your heart. Come to mountain pose with me, and we're going to do a little hip juicing. So stand on your right foot and turn your left knee out. And we're just going to bring that knee in and out. Like you're juicing an orange, we're juicing the hip. Just feel that femur bone rotating in its socket. And we're going to hold that out there. Feel the strength in the back of the hip. You can keep your toes on the floor. One fun little tool is to bring your toes to a block. You can hold them at your low leg. Or if you're feeling a little extra strength today, bring the foot to the inner thigh. Take your right hand and pull the right hip in so it's not popped out to the side. And create some kind of branches. Be a summer tree. Green leaves, warm sun. Just be a summer tree for a moment. Your hands in close. Let that leg continue into a figure 4 and have a seat. Continue into that juicy stretching for the hips. You can bring your hands into your chest or find a little deeper forward fold. Those blocks are there to bring the floor a little closer. Just explore what you find in your hips. Let's try to come up the way we lowered down gracefully, and we'll release that leg. Ooh, shake things out a little bit. All right, here we go. Standing on the left, let's juice our right hip. All those muscles in there just happily contracting and releasing. Stand tall, open up that knee. You can keep a kickstand, you can keep a block, or attach the foot to your leg. Avoid the knee. Hug this left hip in and grow your branches. On my walk yesterday, there's a house I passed that has so many sunflowers. They're just overgrowing the sidewalk. And the woman was in her yard and she said, "I'm just so sorry they're leaning away from this tree." I said, "No, they're not. Look, there's that big tree over there. They're trying to get around it to see the sun. They're leaning into the sun. Do that. Lean into the sun." And then let's continue into that figure 4. Using any chair or wall you have around you if you need to or want to. We're just balancing while we open our hips. Blocks are there to bring the floor a little closer to your fingers if you'd like to take a forward fold. Reconnect to your breath if you've lost it. Deep and slow, sweet breath. Let's come back up. And release that foot to the earth. March it out and then find mountain pose. Just take a moment, feet on the earth, temperature on your skin, body a little more free and loose. Arms reach high. Palms come together, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, downward facing dog. We were here a while ago, so pedal the heels and see if there's any more freedom here, second time around. Let's inhale our knees to the ground and exhale back again into child's pose, bringing a block for a pillow if you like. Let the breath go all the way out. When you're ready, come up to tabletop, sweep your legs around and have a seat. Strap comes back in, and this time we will go for that deeper forward fold. So if you want to put something under your hips, a blanket or a block, you can. And then wrap the band around both feet, find tall spine. Dandasana. Walk your sitting bones back just a little bit, or use your hands to just move the flesh back out of the way. You want to be right on your sits bones. Inhale to pull the chest forward, and exhale, begin your journey. Forward more than down. So try to do less rounding in your back, more hinging from the hip. You can just relax your hands on that band. Pull the spine up and out. Feel breath moving from the back of your throat between your shoulder blades. Feel breath expanding the back of your rib cage and moving past your kidneys, your waist, your low back. Feel breath making its way around the hips, the glutes, and into those attachments of the hamstrings. Feel breath making its way down the back of your legs and across your knees. Feel breath in your calves, your Achilles tendons, and into the bottoms of your feet. Feel the whole back of your body like a rubber band, lengthening and releasing. Gently press your hands to your shins, return to an upright spine. Scoot your heels forward, let's bend the knees and we'll make our way onto our backs. Once you get onto your back, let's bring a block in for supported bridge. So lifting the hips, settle the short or the flattest side of the block right under your sacrum and your tailbone. Arms open out into a T. Your feet can widen. Your knees can drop in a little. Be supported here. Notice breath happening, moving across now the front of your body. Breath moves from your throat to your chest. Feel breath expanding the belly. If you'd like, you can extend your leg and find a deeper hip flexor stretch, but only if that does not cause strain to your low back. Breathe across the hip flexors, the quadriceps. Breathe down the front of your legs into your feet. Walk the feet in, bend the knees, and extend the legs into waterfall. If your legs shake here, you can always loop your band around your feet and hold your legs in this position. You can also go to a wall and actually put your feet on a wall or a piece of furniture. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you, turn your palms up, and just receive the benefits of inversion. This is the fountain of youth, the place of restoration, revival. Squeeze the juice out of this pose. You've never been here before, and you will never be here again. And slowly bend your knees. Let one foot and then the other come to the floor. Gently lift the block out of the way. And as a suggestion for Shavasana, you might try soles of the feet together, blocks supporting the outsides of the legs in butterfly. If you'd rather be in a more conventional Shavasana, you can extend your body out onto the floor. Let your palms be open and receptive. And now release the effort of breathing and just notice breath coming in and going out. Let this next breath be just a bit deeper. And allow yourself to sigh as you exhale this breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Move in a way of tenderness as you start to stretch your body out long. Roll to one side and gently, slowly come back to a seat. In a seated position with eyes closed, turn your palms up on your lap. Take a deep breath in, open your hands wide. Exhale to make a soft fist and squeeze the breath out. Inhale, open your hands and bring to mind a big, beautiful sunflower. Exhale to just squeeze the juice out of the moment, the beauty of this gorgeous flower. Inhale as you open your hands. Think of your favorite summer fruit. And exhale as you picture yourself biting into that fruit, its juiciness. Inhale, picture a summer vegetable heavy on the vine, ready to be picked. And exhale, imagine biting into that delicious summer vegetable. Keep your hands open and breathe deeply while I leave you with the words of Danna Faulds. Hello, day, I say. I'm here to be your co-conspirator. I'm here to grow less respectful of my limits with each hour until the idea of limits disappears altogether. I'm here to write an anthem to the sky and sing it aloud, even if I can't yet reach the high notes. Folks, let's spend the rest of this day squeezing the juice out of every moment, writing an anthem to the sky and singing it aloud. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, a gesture of gratitude. Thanks for sharing this juicy hamstring practice with me. Namaste.